trading careers in trying to understand those strategies, you know what I'm talking about. These strategies are good to learn, but when it comes to execution, it doesn't really work out all the time. More often than not, traders are always hopping on to different strategies because they have never really clearly understood any one single strategy also. So how many of you agree that you have always hopped on to multiple strategies? You take a strategy, you try to apply it for a couple of days, then you move to the next one. Then you try to do some trial and error, some R&D with that strategy, then you move on to the next one. And you keep hopping on to strategies. The second, biggest mistake that people make, and even I did that when I was starting off my career. I went on to YouTube, just try to find a few strategies here and there without even thinking intuitively, like without even contemplating with myself whether this strategy really makes logical sense, whether it works in the market, what are the rules, how to execute. I just funded my demat account and I jumped into the markets, and obviously I lost money. So strategy is just the start and probably the first part or the first process of the entire world of trading. The second most important thing comes risk management, and I always say this, right? Even if I tell you all the strategies that I use, you will still not be able to make money, because knowing the strategy is one thing. See, everyone knows how to be a good engineer, how to be a good doctor, how to be a good coder, how to do the right business. Everyone knows all of that. Everyone knows how to invest properly. Everyone knows how to trade properly. But the problem is they're still not able to do that because execution is what matters. How many of you feel that you know a lot of things in terms of trading and investing? You know a lot of strategies, but when it comes to results, you're not able to get what you desire. Give me a yes in the chat box if you agree with me. Knowing something is only the first part, it's not everything. After you know a particular strategy, right? And there are multiple strategies, there is no one good or bad strategy. Each strategy works in different scenarios and different instruments in different situations, right? So apart from strategy, you need to have good control over risk management. Like, how much are you going to put in one trade or one investment? What's going to be the capital allocation that you want to do? Where will be your stop loss? Where will you stop trading, right? Your trading limits, whether you will stop at this x amount of profit, whether you will stop at this x amount of loss. You need to have your risk management in control, because trading is not really a business of strategy. If it was a business of strategy, all IITians or the smartest people on the planet, they would have been billionaires by now. So strategy is not everything. Strategy is just a lens through which you are looking at the markets, creating a view. Next thing that comes after risk management is emotional discipline. Like, how many of you agree human beings are very indisciplined, and whenever money is at stake, right, when you make money, you get emotional, right? When you lose money, you kind of get tensed and you want to make it back the very next day, especially in trading and investing. So as soon as you lose money, you start getting a lot hyper, you start feeling stressed, etc., etc. So emotions will definitely kick in, and any emotional decision that you take, especially a financial decision, it's always going to be horrible, because when you are emotional, you are bound with so many biases, so many thoughts, and you are very impulsive. You're just going to make bad decisions. So when you're making a lot of money, you're going to be emotional. So when you have a very good, very solid trade, even if you've bought the right stock at the right time with the right quantity, the entire thrill of making money will let you make a wrong decision. And when you are losing even slight amount of money, even though your process is right, because obviously you can't be right in trading all the time. I hope everyone agrees with me, right? When it comes to trading and investing, no one can be right all the time. You're going to be right majority of the times. That's the goal. And the goal is to make a lot of money when we are right and lose very little money when we are wrong. But traders who are human beings, they are unable to do this. Why? Because they're emotional, and technology can really solve for this. And last but not the least, trade executions. I already told you in the start, execution is what matters, right? When to buy, when to sell. Sometimes you will punch the wrong orders. Sometimes you don't have time, so you're not able to manage your trades and investments properly. You miss an opportunity. You miss a lot of good trades. And then you have this fear of missing out. That, oh my God, for example, silver is currently trading at 1,40,000, up 40% this year, and a lot of people will be like, now I'll buy silver because I missed the entire thing out. So many emotions coming in. So trading is it's a step-by-step scientific process. It's not a cheat code to make money, right? You still need effort, you still need your brain. But thanks to technology, Now trading can become a lot accessible to people. For traders, investors spending a lot of time in the market, they can also do it in a much more simple, simplified and powerful manner with the help of technology, and I'm going to introduce that to you. Similarly, when it comes to investing, you need to do your fundamental research. What's the balance sheet, what's the business model of a company, who started the company, how's the management, the analysis of the industry, whether the industry is growing or not, the economy, what's India doing, what's going to be the next GST policy. Oh my God, so many things. Not even a financial analyst can do it properly. For people who are non-finance, non-fintech kind of background guys, non-investment bankers, it's practically impossible for you to do it. It was practically impossible until 2024, but from that period onwards, technology, AI can definitely help you do all of this in a click of a button in probably 1 second, better than a financial analyst, and that's powerful, right? Then you need to figure out your investing strategy. Are you a value investor, micro cap, blue chip, momentum investor? Then you need to have your portfolio allocation right, and then you have to know when to buy, sell, hold, etc. So trading and investing both, it's not like a very simple process where you just buy two buttons and then you are making money, right? Making money right now in 2025 is all about being smart, right? So you don't necessarily need to be the best trader or investor, but if you are using the right technology, you can trade and invest exactly like a professional, profitable institutional trader. And that is the goal that we're going to achieve in today's webinar. Now the question becomes, a lot of people ask me, okay, we know what exactly do we have to do when it comes to trading, we know the process of what we have to do in investing, but it's too time taking, it's too complex. I've tried doing things, I've not made money, I've not been successful, I've done courses, I've tried my hands out here and there. That's exactly what I'm talking about, that your entire approach towards trading and investing has to completely transform if you really want to make money, right? So how do you really become a profitable trader? What are your options, right? First one is you directly start trading and investing, right? You do your trial and error, but it'll take you 2 or 3 years of dedicated commitment, your capital, time, and you need that practical experience. Only then you're going to be succeeding. And not everyone has 3 years right now. We're so busy in our lives, managing our jobs, businesses, professions. You basically do not have time, but we still want to passively make money, right? So the first option isn't practically applicable. The second is you learn trading and investing strategies, do courses, etc., and learn by your own self. It's slightly longer in terms of duration. There's a high chance of loss because you are going to make mistakes, and because you're not doing it in an expert manner, you will learn from your experiences, and then you have to do some trial and error, right? You try something, it works out good. If it doesn't work out, you lose your money, you lose your time, you lose your confidence, and then you have to start all over again, right? So this is also not a very practical option. The third option, which a lot of people do, is they consult a professional. So they'll take trading advice from SEBI registered professionals like us, and they will still basically have a good time because they're at least not doing random things, they're at least doing it with someone's guidance. But it is not something which will make you independent again, right? So it's good, but it's not the best thing in the world. And last but not the least, you take practical mentorship from trading experts. So you find a good coach, you find a trading expert, you try to follow them. Definitely it will reduce the time required to learn, but it's still going to be time taking. Now the point is, we don't have time, right? No one has time, and no one wants, and this is 2025, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to study hundreds of books, watch 500 courses, watch 1,000 hours of content to become a profitable trader. No. Anyone who's doing that without leveraging the power of technology, they're just doing hard work, they're not doing smart work. In this era, you need to do hard work and smart work, right? So at the end of the day, execution is everything, right? A lot of people know a lot of things, a lot of people think about a lot of things, but the winners, people who really make money, people who really leave an impact, are those people who actually execute, right? So pressing that buy button, pressing that sell button when it matters, at the right time, in the right stock, at the right moment, in the right industry. To get a lot of things right, you definitely need technology, especially when technology is so accessible. So why exactly? So let's try to identify the problem, and then we'll go to AI, algo trading, and how do you really do all of that stuff. So why exactly do most traders fail? Now, why am I telling this to you? Is for you to understand which one of those things kind of check the boxes for you, right? Lack of courage. A lot of people don't have the courage to really take that last decision of putting in money in the markets. There are some people who are extremely greedy, right? People want to literally make 1 year of their income in one trade. Very greedy, very foolish. People are emotional, right? As I said, money makes us emotional. So when we are going to be emotional, we're going to take bad decisions. So that's ultimately going to, impact the way we do things. People are indisciplined. Human beings are indisciplined, right? More than 90% people who join a gym, they're not going to show up. More than 80% people will not wake up early, right? So discipline is definitely a big problem. But in the world of trading, discipline is important, right? Because trading is not certain, right? There are uncertainties that are going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow to Donald Trump. What will he tweet tomorrow? What's going to happen with the GST policy tomorrow? We don't know, right? So there has to be discipline, right? A lot of people are misinformed. People just randomly take some tips from here and there. People just believe whatever someone's saying on social media. So a lot of misinformation. No risk management by people, right? People really feel that trading is all about strategy. And as I already have said, trading is the business of managing risk. Trading is not a business of strategy. So you need to be the best risk manager in the world to really make money. And for those of you who have been traders or investors for a good period of time, I think you are understanding what I'm talking about. Then there are people who are having lack of time. So you might have money, right? You might have capital, but your capital is growing so slow that even if someone's making half of what you're making today and they are leveraging the power of AI, they're going to go ahead. They're going to move ahead of you, right? So this world is going to crush you if you are not doing the right thing at the right time, right? Trade execution, right? So a lot of people are not able to execute. They are going to think, I'll invest, I'll trade, I'll buy this call option, I'll take this trade. They'll just keep thinking the entire move has happened and they've missed the bus, right? And then last but not the least, people are fearful, right? Even if one trade goes wrong against them, they just become fearful and they want to be like, they want to be like, okay, I'm exiting the market. So all of these things are typically related to the way the human brain works, right? So human beings have one advantage. They can know how things work. They can know the strategy. They're smart enough to understand how to make money, but they are dumb enough to not execute it with discipline. And that's where technology bridges the gap. AI and automation, completely changed my trading career. It transformed it completely. It was a big game changer. Let me give you a quick walkthrough of what I did, what was my journey, so that probably you can connect and maybe you would be also in a similar path, and then I will take you to the world of algo trading. So, as I said, I'm Parang. I'm the founder and CEO of stockwiz. We are a SEBI registered entity with Bombay Stock Exchange enlistment number 5940. I've been trading for the markets for the last 10 years. For the first 6 years of my trading career, I just literally wasted time. That's what I feel, right? I wasted time from 2015, 2021. I was probably learning everything, every YouTube channel I watched, I read every book, I did every course, every workshop possible. And all I was doing is I was just trying to know a strategy. I was not even learning a strategy. I was knowing a strategy. And I thought I knew everything. And then I was wasting 6 months of my life trying to make money out of that. And obviously, because there was no depth of understanding, because there was no logic, I obviously lost money. And for the next 4 years, I just constantly did trial and error. Okay, this is not working. Maybe this works. Maybe this is not working. Maybe that works. And 4 years I just wasted by doing trial and error. And at the end of the fourth year, I was like, I've spent 4 years of trading. I know every single strategy. Now I think I know everything. And even if someone said, do you know about this, or I'll teach this to you, I was like, I already know everything. Like, what are you going to teach me? But the truth was, I was still not making money until 2021. So I had to take that leap of faith in myself that, okay, I don't know a lot of things yet. My ego is coming in the middle. I have to remove that. And that's when I went to New York. I spent 6 months with SMB Capital. This is one of the most largest prop desks in the world. Basically, it's a place where the biggest traders in New York City, biggest traders of Wall Street, they're coming, they're sitting, and they're trading. And that's where I understood that institutional trading is the main thing. That's how the big guys trade. And in 2021 is where I understood, okay, SMC or smart money concept, smart money trading is the way to go. So I came back to India, and for the next 3 years, 2021 to 2024, I traded using SMC, and that's when I got my first profitable year in 2021. By 22, 23, I took advantage of the entire bull market that we saw, and SMC was the real way to go. And when I was doing SMC, everyone else was just doing old school trading concepts and techniques, right? So that's what happened. And then I got 3 months, in the summer of 2023 4, I went to Sydney, right? And I didn't go there to learn trading or investing. I actually went there to work on my trading psychology, because a lot of my trading performance could have been better if I did not take emotional decisions. And that's where I understood psychology is everything. And in Sydney is where I figured out that most traders who came there were now automating their trading. So when I came back to India, I figured out that automated trading, artificial intelligence powered trading is going to be the future. And in 2024, we saw AI explode. So Nvidia, which is now the largest company in the world, $6 trillion in market cap, transformed the complete AI game. Chat GPT, everyone was now starting to use Chat GPT. It became accessible, and that's when I thought, let me figure out how AI and algorithmic trading is basically going to take place, and how can I automate my entire process. And since the end of 2024 until now, I have stopped punching in any manual trade. Every single thing happens on autopilot, whether I'm in Paris, I'm in Dubai, I'm with a in a friend's wedding, or if I am working in my business. I also created 100 crore plus company with a team size of 80 people in these last 2 years while my trading was happening on autopilot. And that's when I realized that this AI trading bot is trading better than me. I have trained that AI bot to take trading decisions. Even if I'm not awake at 9:15 a.m., my bot is going to punch a trade. Even if I'm not available at 1 o'clock, I'm having lunch, my AI trading bot is there and available. And that's where I figured out that if I'll make technology my friend, I have a clear path to profitability and to completely change the way I trade. So that was my journey. That is how I figured out. And in this webinar, I'm going to help you guys crack the code of trading. Now, before I start explaining things to you, you need to really know what I have done. That's my verified PNL. You can see I have over a 4.5 crore portfolio right now. These are all short-term holdings. I have a long-term portfolio as well, and my FNO trading is completely happening from my trading bot, and I will show that also to you in a couple of minutes. So even if you look at all of these companies, I'll actually take you to my dashboard. So let me go, and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to directly go over here, right? So over here you can clearly see, right? So that's the investment. This is my short-term trading portfolio where I buy and sell stocks in a couple of days, weeks, and probably months. And you will see majority of the stocks that you will see are also technology driven stocks. So gone are the times when you're going to be making money investing in Infosys, TCS, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Reliance, or Adani, right? That's gone, right? All of these companies, Avalon Technologies, Orient Technologies, this company is into data center. Avalon Technologies into IoT. Access Cades, is in defense technology. Landmark Cars is a premium luxury retail, retailer which retails premium luxury cars. Protean e-government technologies is again, fintech player. Rosell Texas is again into industrial automation. Transrail Lighting is into, rail infra transformation. So these are the new themes, and all of these stocks are I didn't take hours or days to research about these stocks. AI helped me analyze each one of them quicker, faster, and better than what I was able to achieve. And that's exactly what you're able to see over here. You can see Lemon Tree Hotels, Denta Water and Infra Solutions. This is into water, sanitation and waste management. So these are the themes of tomorrow. If you're going to make money in the next few years or few months, you have to think in foresight, right? Insight today is good, but foresight, perceiving the future, looking the future, that's where the real money lies. So that was my verified PNL. And I'm going to show you my FNO trading and transaction history as well on what the trading bot has been able to do for me. Now, before I take all of you there, you have to understand, I am now going to put a level playing field, whether you're a beginner, whether you have never even heard about what trading is, whether you've been trading for 5 years or whether you've been trading for 15 years. You have to understand, information is symmetrical now, right? Everyone can know and execute anything in today's world. The only difference is a lot of people know it, but they will not take action. You guys are the ones who came here to transform your lives. So if you're an experienced trader, don't think, hey, I already know this, right? You don't know it. If you were knowing it, you would have been making money. You would not be attending this webinar. You would have probably been enjoying somewhere in Hawaii, right? So if things are not working out, take action, rectify them, leverage technology, and then move ahead in your jobs, in your careers, in your businesses. Enjoy, take good care of your family, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about every single strategy that's possible on planet Earth, and I'm going to explain them in a minute to you, right? So what we are doing here is we are not really learning how to read charts, but what we are trying to, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to make all of you aware of what strategies exist, and then I will install all of these strategies into a trading bot, which will automatically take trades based on the strategy rules and regulations. That is smart work, right? So a lot of you might have heard about price action, which is the most classical way of trading, right? Stock is uptrending, downtrending. So basically, you identify a trend, whether it's uptrend like this, whether it's downtrend like this. That's basically classical price action. So let's say the stock started at 100 rupees, then it made a high of 110, then it came back down to 105, then it moved back to 120, then it came back to 115, and then finally it moved to 130. So what does this mean? Stock started with a low of 100, moved to a high of 110, then came back, created another low of 105. But this time, this low was higher than the previous low that it created. Hence, we are calling it a higher low. Then the stock created another high, and this high was 120, higher than the previous high. So we are calling it a higher high. Similarly, another low is created. This low is higher than the previous low. That means the stock is always making progress. So whenever it's coming back, it's always coming back to a higher point from the previous point, and that's what we call as an uptrend. And now, based on this entire market structure concept, there are tens of strategies that people create and use. Now, do we really need to know those strategies? No. Do we need to learn those strategies? No. Even if you know these strategies, let it be, because we will train our AI bot to be able to do every single thing based on rules. So I'm just trying to make you feel aware. For those of you who don't know what price action is, it's one of the oldest ways to trade, and that is what price action looks like. So you can see this is BSE chart, which shows you higher high and higher lows. It's like an uptrending structure. This is Wipro's chart, which is kind of a downtrending structure chart. Simple stuff, right? So out of this concept or strategy, you can make multiple strategies and techniques and then trade in the markets, right? Then there is another way to trade called technical indicators. Now, these indicators are nothing but a set of lines uh, which are quantifying your momentum. For example, I say, hey, this stock is having great momentum, but that stock is having average momentum. Now, all of these are very qualitative terms, right? Average momentum, great momentum, high momentum, low momentum. These are qualitative terms. We need to quantify it. What if I can say high momentum is momentum on a scale of 0 to 100? The momentum is 90. This is high momentum. Average momentum is something which is in the scale of 0 to 100 at 40. So I'm basically quantifying the momentum using some mathematical formulas, and that's exactly what these lines are doing. So you can see this green line, you can see this red line, you can see this blue line, right? So there are some mathematical combinations that are happening. This particular indicator, which is currently you can see on the chart, is called a Bollinger Band. So it essentially tells you that when the bands, the green and the red band, when the price stays within those bands and the band is very narrow, that means the price is getting compressed and it is waiting to expand. It will expand in the direction where the price breaks out of either the green line or the red line. So if it breaks above the green line, it's going to blast on the upside. If it breaks below the red line, it's going to blast on the downside. As soon as the price breaks above this green line, the stock, you can see, made a massive move. Now, if I already know all the rules, if I know what to do, when to do, what to buy, when to buy, then why the hell am I sticking in front of the screen from 9:15 to 3:30 just to wait for this to happen? I can ask technology to do it on my behalf. How many of you agree that makes sense? I already know what to do, when to do, what is my trigger to take an entry, what is my trigger to buy, how much do I want to buy. If everything is pre-decided, this can be automated, right? I don't need to do this myself. So this is one of the indicators. There are hundreds of indicators people use. For example, there is another indicator called the super trend indicator, which essentially, in very simple words, will tell you the trend of that particular chart with red or green lines. So if the trend is red, that means the chart is currently weak. As soon as it turns green, you are essentially required to buy over here until this green line becomes red. So I'm basically going to buy here, ride this entire trend, and then exit based on where I want to book profits. So now this is a very simple thing. I can again directly ask my trading bot to do it, and I don't necessarily need to do this. Similarly, there is moving averages, one of the most commonly used things. So if there is a small term moving average crossing over or intersecting the long term moving average, we are expecting a big momentum to come, and that's exactly what happens. Now, a lot of you might be asking, if if it's that easy, why are people not making money? People aren't making money because they cannot follow this with the discipline, right? A lot of times indicators are going to make you get into a trade, and that trade doesn't work out. So you have to get out when it's not working out. When it's working for you, ride that trend, right? Make the most of those winning trades and make massive profits on those winners, and only cut short your losers early. But human beings feel they're over smart, so they are, even if they have the right tools, they are never going to be able to execute it properly. That's what I said. Human beings can understand things easily, but when it comes to execution, that's where they fail, and that's where technology is going to come in. Then you have the most common way of trading, which is called breakout trading. So breakout trading is nothing but you have a defined range. As soon as the price moves beyond that range, this is called a breakout, and we are expecting the price to move aggressively in that direction. And you can see this in SML Isuzu's chart. As soon as the price broke out, the price had massive momentum, right? So again, if I already know that this is an important area, I can just tell my trading bot, as soon as this happens, just go buy the stock with the stop loss here and ride it until it moves the next 15%. I do not have to sit in front of the screen all the time. And I also need to scan 1,000 stocks because I don't know which stock is going to do this tomorrow. I will have to manually scan, then I'll have to sit back, I'll have to wait. No, 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 no. This is too boring. And this is too idiotic. I can automate all of this using a trading bot who is going to identify, scan, analyze, and execute all on its own. I just need to monitor that at the end of the day. And that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be teaching that to you. You can see Force Motors as another breakout trade example. Silver, right? So I already told you, right? Silver is on a tear this year, already up 40% in the last probably 5 months. It's currently trading near 1,40,000. It was trading at around 1 lakh maybe 6 months back, already up 35-40%. Force Motors almost doubled in less than 2 months, from 10,000 to 20,000 in less than 2 months. So Force Motors also gave a massive move, and this is another breakout trade. So most traders will wait for a breakout, then they will think, then they'll probably get scared, then they'll not buy the good the quantity that they should have, and then after one green candle they'll be super excited and they'll get out. How many of you agree this is what happens? Even if you enter into one of these trades, you will get super excited at one point and then get out, or you will just make an emotional mistake. Nah, we don't want to do that. We will just tell our trading robot, which I'm going to be showing you, that this is the rule, this is what you have to do. And that bot has no emotions, so that bot will consistently do that for you every single day without you even looking at the markets. That is the beauty of AI powered algo trading. And then comes another trading style called institutional trading smart money concepts. Now, for those of you who are asking me this question in the chat box, do we need to learn all of the strategies? No, I am just telling you like a broader outlook, that what are traders currently doing, right? What are the techniques that they learn? So basically you have to understand this, right? Even though all of this will be automated by us, but we still need to at least know the backdrop, right, of what's happening, right? You can't really do smart work, you can't let someone do some work for you if you yourself don't understand it, right? So you need to have like that basic understanding of how strategies are working, and all of these strategies will not be scanned, analyzed, or studied by us. We will fit in all the parameters to an algo, and that algo is going to do all the job for us. Now, for example, let's talk about this institutional trading SMC order block strategy. Now, this strategy is very simple. It tells you that, okay, you need to identify where a big institutional move is happening. So whenever a big institutional move is happening, the price is going to move up very, very sharply, very, very strongly. Whenever it does, most people have their eyes here. I am saying focus on the area from where this started. So if a stock is going from 100 to 180, don't be don't be stupid and focus on the stock when it's 180. Understand what happened near the 100 rupee range which let the stock move so fast. And then when I see that this is the area where potentially an order block was created, basically the body of the last red candle before the big move. And now I know that a lot of institutional orders are pending in this green area. So as soon as the price is going to come back into this area, those institutions are going to get active again. The price comes back in this area, gives me a green candle close, and then boom, the stock again moves extremely strongly, and it does the same move that it did a few days or few months back. So what my AI algorithm will do is it will automatically scan the stock, identify this area, wait for the price to come here, press the buy button, and ride this entire move without me even knowing which stock is this. That is the future. This is what's really happening right now. So that's your order block. Now another bullish order block example, right? So again, I'm not going in depth with the strategy. I will give you some resources probably in some other webinar. If you want to learn these strategies in depth, I will teach them to you. But as of now, just understand the broader logic of the strategy, because we are anyway going to automate this, right? So this is the body of the last red candle. Price moves up, price comes back down into this region, and boom, right? Similarly, it happens on the bearish side. The body of the last green candle, price comes here. As soon as the price comes here, it just dumps aggressively, right? So it basically tells you this is where institutions were active. This is where institutions were active, but they left a footprint here. They left a footprint here. So we need to identify, scan that footprint, analyze, and then take actionable trading ideas. That's basically what this strategy tells you. And the best part is this can also be automated. Now we've learned about price action strategy. So the best part about price action was it's a classical style of trading. It's been used since the last in the late 19th century. But the problem is it's too common and it's too ineffective. If you're using price action in 2025, God should help you, right? When it comes to indicators, they are quantifiable, good for confirmations, but they are lagging. They will tell you to buy when things have happened. So it is only useful if you have other market confirmations with indicators. Then you've got breakouts, which is momentum driven, high risk, high reward, but they are lagging. Sometimes they have a high failure rate, and you have to scan a lot of stocks, right? So it's not that easy as well in terms of breakouts. Last but not the least, the order block strategy, which is my favorite, institutional trading SMC. It's the original order flow method. That's the way you ride with big money, but it's complex. That's the problem, and it is becoming too common in 2025. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is talking about SMC, so it's going to become ineffective sooner or later. But I am confident that only those people who are automating this through technology are going to make money, because everything is going to happen in real time. That's how fast the world has become. So, in a nutshell, no strategy is best strategy, because trading requires a technical setup or strategy. Then you have to select stocks, then you have to manage risk. Then once you are in a trade, you have to manage your trade. Then you have to judge the market environment, whether we are bullish, whether we are bearish. Is there any news flow? Is there any announcement to be made? Is there any election results coming up? And then you have to execute. So each strategy has multiple components, and hence it is difficult to follow and execute for retail traders. But why do we really need to do all of this when we can automate this? That's the entire thought that came into my mind 1.5 years back. And I was like, I am just doing all of this, trying to be emotionally right all the time, which is too difficult. Let me try to automate this. And then when I got to see the results, I was just blown out, right? And I think you are going to do the same. So what exactly is the solution? The solution is do what the big sharks are doing: artificial intelligence driven algorithmic trading. All of these big names that you see here: JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Nomura, Wells Fargo, BlackRock, Bank of America, Jane Street, which was in the news, and Merrill Lynch, all of them. Do you really think they wake up in the morning at 9:15, open their Zerodha app or maybe any broker, and they'll be like, hey, today we'll buy Tata Motors? No, not at all. They're not doing that, right? Every single thing is happening on autopilot. They have algos, they have coders, they have access to all of those technology that helps them do this on autopilot. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you today, with how you can get access to all those institutional grade stuff. You can be working, doing your job, doing your business, whatever it is, and things are happening on in the background, right? Now, before we actually start into the world of algorithmic trading, which is AI powered trading. And, before I teach you how to create your own bot, before I show you how really trading can be done, before you see the results, you need to understand a simple concept. A, systematic trading, also known as algo trading, and B, discretionary trading, or also known as manual trading. Discretionary trading essentially means there is always a discretion, at things are always at my discretion. I feel this is going to happen, so I am doing this. Meri marzi types, right? So these are human driven decisions. So they rely on judgment, experience, intuition, right? It's not a very scientific way. They are flexible and adaptive. We can adjust, but they are emotionally influenced, right? I can be fearful, I can be greedy, I can be, feeling very nice today, tomorrow I'm not feeling. So there are a lot of cognitive biases. Now, what exactly is a cognitive bias? Let me explain. Let's say you are into a trade and you have seen a profit of 15,000 rupees in the trade, and the trade is running right now. When the profit comes down to 8,000, you know what's there in your mind? You are not even looking at the chart. Now you are saying to yourself, when the profit goes back to 15,000, I will get out. How many of you have done that? This is called anchoring bias. Once you see a number, that's an anchor for you. So now anything less than that, you're not satisfied. So maybe the stock went up to 15,000 rupees of profit and now it's coming back at 10,000, and probably this is the right time for you to exit. But you want to satisfy your ego. You want, okay, I have seen 15,000 in my PNL, so I'll wait for it to go back to 15,000 and I'm going to get out. Now, if the stock really goes back to that 15,000 mark, it's probably going to go to 30 and you will exit. So you're making a wrong choice. If from 15 it has already come to 10, 9, or 8, it is already halved in value. So you should ideally get out from here, but you're still holding because it could probably go to zero. It could probably give you even a loss. So discretionary trading is pretty random in nature. You are doing what you feel is right. So there is manual execution. You are you could be trapped in emotions. You could be taking a lot of wrong decisions. In fact, more than 80% traders lose 90% of their capital in one trade. How many of you have witnessed that or experienced that? That there is this one trade that takes away everything that you have made for the last week, month, or maybe year. There is this one trade where you just basically get stuck up, right? And you just become too emotional with that one stock or that one trade, and then it's a bad story, right? So discretionary trading used to work earlier. Now everything will move to systematic automated trading. Algo trading is nothing but a way to do systematic trading. We will follow a rule based approach. We will use a predefined algorithm or model for entries or exits. So, as I said, we already know the strategies. We will give our algorithm predefined rules to enter, to exit, to book profits, to book a loss, to add, to do whatever, right? It's completely data driven and objective. It's not random in nature. Your position sizing, capital allocation, stop loss, trade limits, they're all quantifiable. They're all based on a logic. They're not random. It is highly back testable. You can evaluate your performance, the historical performance of a strategy on what the strategy has done in XYZ stock or ABC instrument, how it has performed in multiple different market conditions. You look at that data and then you're acting on that data. So it's much smarter way of doing things. And then it is completely consistent, right? executes the trade the same way every single time, right? So no matter what happens in the world, the algo will still execute the trade based on the logic that you have given, based on based on all the information that we have fed. So it's basically going to be consistent. So now let's come to the $1 million question. What exactly is AI, and how does AI really work when we talk about algo trading? So artificial intelligence is like the ultimate trading upgrade, right? No emotions, no hesitation, just precision. It will see opportunities that you will miss. It'll act in milliseconds that you'll not be able to, and it stays disciplined when the markets get wild. That's the most important thing. When the markets have wild moves here and there, a lot of people, a lot of traders and investors, they lose a lot of money because they are just going mad with the wild moves. So what AI trading bot is going to do, it's going to scan, it's going to identify the opportunity, it's going to analyze whether it is fitting in any particular strategy or not, and then it'll automatically execute the trade: buy order, sell order, stop loss order, target order. Every single thing happens in this. What AI can do for traders, as I said, it can scan the entire market. It can monitor thousands of stocks, indices, instruments simultaneously 24/7. It can analyze millions of data points instantly to confirm trades with statistical confidence, right? It can spot high probability setups, detect patterns, anomalies, opportunities that human beings like us might miss. And the best part is it executes with perfection. It fires orders at lightning fast speed with zero hesitation, zero emotional biases, and that's truly game changing. So the problem was human trading has its own limitations, and it's not that human beings are not intelligent, they are just humans. They are just going to be emotional, right? So now let me introduce you to how algo trading and artificial intelligence trading bots really work. And I'll give you like a glimpse of how powerful they are, and then I'm going to build a strategy in front of you. I'm going to show you what live algos I am currently running in my account. How do the executions look like? How exactly does it create a strategy, build a strategy, back test a strategy? We're going to do all of that. So now we're going to do the practical part of the webinar, where we're going to scan stocks, identify some patterns, some anomalies, analyze, apply entry exit rules, and we'll let the algo automatically execute on your behalf. So how many of you are excited for that? Give me a yes in the chat box. And if you are pumped up to witness the future of retail trading, you are at the right place. Now, I'm going to help you understand how exactly AI works. And I'm going to show you multiple practical examples. I'm going to show you AI builder, no code trading platform. You can generate your own strategies. I'm going to give you some strategies. I'm going to show you what different kind of strategies exist and how money is made using AI. So now let's move towards our next phase, which is practical application of AI. Let me actually take you to my screen. So I'm just going to share my web browser right now, and I'm going to first go to chat gpt, right? So let's open chat gpt, and now I'm just going to open trading view, right? Where I'm looking at my charts. So let's say I open up any stock, right? So let's say I'm opening up tcs, right? So let's say this is tcs, and I just take this entire stock, and I'm just going to take a screenshot, which I'm doing right now. I'm going to go back to chat gpt, and mind you, I'm going to give this trading bot to you for free, right? So this is a research analyst bot which will scan and identify things for you. It's not going to execute. For that, we have a platform. I'm going to show that to you, but at least it'll do a lot of things for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste it here, and I'll say short term technical analysis, right? That's all I need to say, right? Now, no matter who I am, what my background is, I'm just going to put it, sit back and relax. And now we will see what this bot will do for us. It's going to take another 15 seconds. Okay, there it goes. So now it's telling me that this is Tata Consultancy Services. It's an IT services company. It's a large cap IT technology outsourcing company. Its business model is it's global IT services leader providing consulting, software development, and outsourcing solutions. And most of the stock is held by Tata and Sons. High FII DII interest. No recent known stake changes by marquee investors. That means no big investors kind of bought it recently, right? The overall trend is in the last 7 days, the stock is down by 8%. A series of long bearish candles with higher volume, no reversal sign yet, right? So trend performance is it is basically market underperformer. It's underperforming both the sector. So in 7 days it's down 8%, in 30 days it's down 14%, 90 days it's down 20%, right? Revenue growth is muted, margins are compressed due to wage hikes and demand slowdown. Automatic analysis, right? US, Europe IT spending cuts continue, right? A weak rupee provides some support, but not enough to offset demand concerns. Sentiment is negative in near term, due to weak deal wins plus sectoral slowdown. It now tells me that it's currently testing a support area. Multi-month major support is there. Then it shows me the resistance zones. Then it's trying to tell me that do not take a long trade over here. Aggressive traders can take a short trade. It's telling me to wait for a reversal pattern. Every single thing is analyzed. So it scanned everything, it analyzed everything. Now it's telling me what is happening to the sector. TCS weak deal momentum, Infosys guidance cut, demand softness, and all of these are down. Slightly better resilience. So out of all of this, HCL is better than all of them, and you can see that with the stock price drop also. It has fallen the least in 30 days, 7 days, and 90 days, right? And that's what's happening. And the whole IT sector is weak, but TCS is among the worst hit, right? So it's telling me that the final verdict is strong sell, avoid longs unless a clear sign emerges, and everything's basically bad for this company. So
Thanks for
that's how
charging.
quickly I got this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this, and now I'm going to open up some other company. Let's say I'm opening up a company called BDL, right? So let's say I opened up a company called BDL, and which is Bharat Dynamics Limited. I hope you can see my trading view screen. Now I'm going to just take a screenshot, and I'm going to go back to my trading bot. Now I'm going to put this over here. I will say short-term technical analysis for a fresh entry using order blocks. So I can even write this over here. Now, again, I'll sit back and relax. Otherwise, I would have had to scan things, do all of that stuff. And I have to, mind you, have to do this every day. So now let's see. This is Bharat Dynamics. This is into defense and aerospace. This is majority stake is held by Government of India. Strong institutional holding via defense-focused funds. The business model is PSU under Ministry of Defense, engaged in production of guided missiles, torpedoes, countermeasure systems, and other defense solutions. 7 days, it's down 4%. And let's do an order block analysis. There are bullish order blocks, strong demand seen in early September, price bounce from here. So you've already got your 2 order blocks. You've got your supply zones. The stock broke, down with this much, and the safe setups are buy on a retest in this bullish order block zone. For deeper pullback, stronger buy zone is this, and stop loss below this. Defense stocks are in focus with government orders in pipeline. Sectoral momentum is bullish mid-term, mid-long term, but short-term corrections are common due to high volatility. And then it's telling me what exactly is to be done. Now, let's say I want to give me a list of Indian stocks, Indian stocks benefiting from Trump tariffs, right? So now I want, because Donald Trump put in a lot of tariffs, a lot of geopolitical uncertainty. So if I'm a trader investor, I will have to kind of understand what exactly is happening. So I can I can just put this over here as well, right? So because that's my custom GPT, I'm just putting this over here, right? Let's see what it gives, what exactly is the analysis that it does for me. So now I'm going to wait for probably 5 or 10 seconds, and then let's see what exactly is going to be the update. So now it says it's tricky because tariffs typically hurt exporters, not benefit them. But these are the possible beneficiaries: Vari Energies, Gokaldas Exports, and large diversified Indian exporters, right? Tata Steel, Hindalco, Jindal Steel, and then it's giving me like a brief idea of that this company, why it might benefit or face less downside, and key risk caveats. So it definitely gives that to me. And then it says, if you would like, I can. So this is what it says: if you like, I can run a screening for Indian listed stocks whose US revenue share is small, or whose business aligns with sectors that might get exemptions, and prepare a proposed list of potential insulated benefiting names. And this entire bot is completely trained by me. So I've already told him how the markets work, what strategies, all strategies are automatically installed in this, right? So now you see in a few seconds, it tells me RR Cable, V-Guard Industries, IT services, software names. There are some companies in the aluminum metal space, and then there are companies which are pivoting with strategic exports. So Gokaldas Exports is here, and then it says I can build a filtered list, and I will be like, okay, please do that for me. So now I want to scan stocks. I don't really need to watch a couple of videos, read the entire policy statement by the US, and in a few seconds, I can exactly. And what I'm also doing is all this data is being stored into my AI bot. So next time when it does it, it's just going to do things better. And now just look at this, right? It's showing me everything that I probably need: Apollo Tires, Triveni Engineering, Build a Soft, and whose revenue is what, why are they going to be big beneficiaries, and it can even create a spreadsheet table for me. So all I'm doing is I am just trying to analyze things in a second. And this is the power of this. Now, even better, if I want to even run or build a trading strategy, I can do that in seconds. And all of that can then be automated into my demat account. That's the power of AI. So now it's currently analyzing. If I click over here, just look at what it's trying to do. It's running a Python code which is automatically put in all the preconceived parameters that I want, and it has already given me this entire list. So now I'll expand the table, right? So if you look at this, I've got Havels, I've got Asian Paints, Pidilite, NTPC. These are stocks that are not going to get big impact due to the Trump tariffs, right? So again, that's how powerful AI really is. That's just one example of how it can really do things in a smart way, right? So now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to take you to how algos really work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the StrikeX platform, and this is the platform that you can see on your screen right now, and this is where the excitement begins. Now what we're going to do is, we can clearly see there are some strategies that are currently live. You can see this is on automatic mode, and this is my dashboard terminal. So now how does things really work? Let's try to understand. So there is a strategy called Combo F short futures. It's a pre-built strategy. That means I've already told my trading bot what exactly is to be done, and this is going to short the market when the market falls. So since recently the market was falling, I did not really need to wait for anything to happen. Rather, what I can do is I can just let the bot trade on my behalf, and that's exactly what's happening. So you can see my order type is automatic. It's a live run, and the completed transaction profit is 93,000, all on autopilot. So you can see it has these are all the trades. So if you want to see all the executions, you can literally look at this, that it gave a short trade in Nifty, and it actually shorted it on 26 September at 1 o'clock, and it also simultaneously shorted Fin Nifty. And in both the trades, 9,000 plus 5,000, almost 15,000 rupees of profits were booked in both the trades combined. And it entered and exited both the trades at the very same time. And just look at this, 2 o'clock, 14:03:01. So it's actually tracking everything in seconds, right? That's how powerful it is. So even if it did lose money on this trade, but only 1,200 rupees, only 500 rupees in this, and only 700 in this, but the winners were much bigger, at least 10 times bigger than what the loss was. That's how powerful it is. Now these are all the users who have currently applied the strategy in their account, and this has already given over a 10 to 12% return in the last 1.5 months, even when the markets were falling. That's the beauty of it. Another strategy is a call credit spread. This is an option selling strategy with only a 1,50,000 rupee capital deployment amount. This has also made about 11,000 rupees, which started from 1st of August. That's when the algo was started. It made 11,000 in one trade. So I'll just show this to you. It made 11,000 in one, and then two small trades, and then two small losses. But one big winner was crazy big, right? So that's again how the algos really work and how you can see the stats. Let's see. I will go to Fin Nifty Blitz Bearish Futures, and that's another algo. This requires 3,50,000 rupees of margin since it's a future strategy, and it has already made 48,000 rupees. And just look at the numbers over here. Almost 70% hit rate of this strategy. Very small losses, big winners, and this is only with one lot. If you want, you can increase your lot size in multiples, like 2 lots, 3 lots, 4 lots, etc. And again, from August till September, it has already made almost 12 to 13% on the capital. So it's almost making 6.5% every single month, all on autopilot. That's the beauty of it. So these are all the pre-built strategies. So this is the Algo strategy marketplace, where all the strategies, almost 33 strategies, are listed. So strategies could start all the way from 25,000 rupees. They can go all the way to 7 lakhs, 3.5 lakhs, 1.5 lakhs. And you can see, multiple users have deployed multiple strategies based on their understanding of the market, and based on their own objectives, right? So that's basically how it works. It is currently, there are two trades that are currently active. I'm getting the square of metric, so if I want, I can exit that trade whenever I want to. So that's pre-built, pre-existing strategies, and they work on autopilot. Someone is saying, can you show me this option scalper strategy? Okay, perfect. So I'll open up this strategy, and you can see almost 1,000 people have deployed this. So just understand, this algo with about 90,000 rupees of capital deployed with 1,000 people is actually buying and selling things worth 90 to 100 crores every single day. That's the power of algos. And just look at this, right? So out of the 5 trades it has taken from 1st of August, and see, it's going to take quality trades. It's not going to trade every day. In August it took 4 trades. In September it just took 1 trade, because that's the highest probability trade it could find. And that's where it made almost 11,000 rupees with a capital invested of 90,000 in about 2 months, which is again almost a 5-6% return every month, right? So that's the power. So these are the strategies, and I'm going to give you I'm going to tell you how you can access these strategies. So that's one way of doing things, that you pick up a pre-built existing strategy and do it. So now let's try to create one strategy, and I'm going to go to backtest algo, and I'm going to basically rename this Parang's test strategy. Okay, now I'm revealing the strategy for free to you, right? So you can probably use it if you want to, and then I'll tell you how you can get access to all my other strategies. So I'm going to start that. Okay, I want to do it from 2024. So let's say I want to run this strategy from January 1st, 2024. So I want to see how it has performed in the last 1.5 years. And I want to do this in Nifty, right? So I want to do this in Nifty. So now I am going to create a strategy using price action and using indicators both. So what I'm going to do is I want to use a Heikinashi candle. I don't want to use a normal candle, and I want to do it on the 1 hour time frame. So I have set that over here. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to add an indicator over here, and now I would want to add exponential moving average. So I'll add EMA over here. I will name this EMA underscore 21. So I want a 21 period EMA, and I want this also to basically be in the 1 hour time frame, right? And on the Heikinashi. So I'm going to click on save. Then I'm going to add another indicator. I am basically using an EMA ribbon. It's a simple strategy, right? So I'm now going to use a 50 EMA. So I'm going to just write 50 EMA over here. Same Heikinashi, 1 hour time frame, save. Then I will use 100 EMA. So I'm just going to write EMA here, EMA underscore 100, then 100 over here, Heikinashi, and 1 hour time frame, right? I've done that. And then I will add a trend filter with a super trend. So I'm going to add my super trend indicator over here. with a multiplier of 3 and a candle interval of 1, right? So I have, done that as well, and I'll click on save. Now I've added all that I needed. Now I will click on when should it take the entry. So I'm going to click on enter. So it should enter when EMA 50, exponential 50, crosses above. That's how simple it is to create this, right? Above EMA 100, right? And I want another condition. And the super trend is above the 50 EMA. That's a simple strategy that I want to create. This is my entry condition. Now my exit condition is when the last traded price, right? So when the last traded price crosses below the EMA 21, get me out of the trade. And I want to buy an options contract. So usually 40 to 50,000 rupees is the margin required for one lot of options. I want to buy one lot. So I've mentioned that. I'm not adding any stop loss or take profit because I've already mentioned my exit condition. If you want, you can actually add that. And then what I'm going to do is this is going to be a positional one, and it can take a maximum of 2 trades. And if there is an expiry, get me out at 3:15 PM, and I click on submit. Now in 4 seconds, the platform is automatically going to identify and take out what exactly is happening. So this gave me a 48,000 rupee profit, and it has taken about 9 trades. So you can see it's taken about 9 trades, and this is based on the weekly contract that I've bought. So you can see that it has given me big winners, small losers, and this is based on the weekly strategy that the weekly expiry that has created, and it has taken trades only when there was a very high probability of winning, right? So it has already given me 100% return in the last 1.5 years. Now what if I want to make a change? So I'll click on copy and edit, and instead of the weekly expiry, I do a monthly expiry, and I click on run, right? Now it's again going to take 4 seconds, and suddenly my profit has doubled, right? So if I was doing a weekly strategy, I was stupid. But how would I, as a human being, know? My profits have doubled to 90,000. My win rate is still 55%, but now my winners are much bigger. Now you look at this. My biggest winner is 44,000 rupees. My biggest loser is just 5,000 rupees. And in the last 1.5 years, it's taken about 9 trades. Out of them, my average profit is 21,000. Average loss is 4,000. And that's how much I made. So now I've made over 200% in the last 1.5 years. And what if I do another edit and I'm saying like, okay, instead of options, let's do it on futures. And I'll be like, okay, let's go. Now I've changed the strategy to futures, so that will require about 2 lakhs of capital. And now you see that my profit is up to 1,30,000 with the same win rate. And now over here you can see that the strategy has given the maximum loss of about 12,000, but the biggest profit is about 60,000 that it gave in April. So it bought Nifty at 23,448 and sold it nearly at 1,000-point gain, around 59,895, right? So that is what it has done. And if I want, I can make any change. Let's say on the expiry day, I want it to sell literally at 15:20, right? I've increased 5 minutes, like sell it 5 minutes later instead of 3:15, make it different. So I've seen that more or less everything kind of stays the same, and the profit has slightly increased to 60,000 in this case. That's the power of AI. That's the power of technology, and that's how easily you can build it. Now let's try to use a template and build an algo strategy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to dashboard, and I'm going to go to the options builder. I'm going to go to short straddle, and this is an option selling strategy, high win rate strategy. So I'm just going to select Nifty. So there you go. And my entry time is 9:20 and my exit time is 3:15. I click on continue. So 2 clicks is what it took. I want to see the performance for this year. So I'm just going to enter January 1st till September 26th, apply. And what I'm trying to tell is, okay, so execute my trade when the time of the day is equal to 9:20. So when the time is 9:20, execute my trade. And I want this to be a positional trade, take maximum 2 trades and get me out at this thing. I'll click on submit. Now you see that it is this particular strategy. It's a very simple strategy. It's made about 50,000 rupees of profit from a 2 lakh rupee investment this year itself. So it has a 75% winning probability, and it has made money every single month except of the February March month, when there were some news updates and news announcements happening, and rest of the time it has made good money for me. So again, that essentially works beautifully for me as well. Now, what if I go and show you some another strategy called a rolling straddle, and you see in the last 3 years, this has given most only 1 month loss making in 2022, one loss making month in 23. 2024 all months profitable, 2025 hardly 1 month was loss making, and again everything is on autopilot. So that's how easy you can create your strategies. You can also, if you want to create it on Nifty, Bank Nifty, you want to do it on any stock, you can do that. You can select any stock: ICICI, Indigo, Kotak, Mahindra, Tata, PVR, RBL, whatever. You can add more than 190 to 100 indicators. You can see there are price action, institutional trading tools, you have OI build up, you have every single thing over here. No, whatever way you want to do it. And let's say if you want to say that, okay, my stop loss, I don't want to take a loss of more than 10,000 rupees in a trade. So, and then it gives you an option that you can tell the algo that book my profit if my profit reaches 10,000. If my profit reaches 10,000, definitely ensure that I'm taking home at least 7,500 rupees. If after that the stock moves up, for every 2,000 rupees of my profit increment, please update my trailing stop loss by 1,000 rupees. So if the profit goes from 12,000 to 14,000, my trailing stop loss will now be at 11,000. So by default, I will at least make 11,000 even if the stock reverses. So I can even set all of that up, and now it is already custom coded. All of that thing you don't have to do, it's already coded, and you just click on submit, and there you go. That's how powerful and how simple it is. You can also you can do a live run. If you want to do it on futures and options, you can do on that. You can add a trailing stop loss feature. You can add re-entry if you want to do it. If you want the trade type to be positional, if you want the next entry to be delayed by some seconds, you can do all of that stuff, right? That's how powerful it is. And all of these strategies that I'm showing you right now in front of your screen are all currently live, right? So let's look at the Bank Nifty short straddle. With about a 3 lakh 50,000 rupee margin, it has already made 15,000 in about 1.5 months, which is again almost 6% return in the last you know whatever number of days. I think 30 35 days, 40 days, and two winners of 9,000 each, one loser of 3,000 each. Risk reward sorted every single time at 9:20. It's going to take a trade, close it in some days at 3:28, 13:59, 10:31, all on autopilot. And these are all the users who have currently made it live in their account, and it's automatically making money for them even while they are not doing anything. That's how powerful it is. Now, since you all now know how to build algo, and now a big question that a lot of you are asking: how will we know the parameters? So as I said, right, you can either take strategies from us, right, or the pre-built ones. You can also build your own algo by doing trial and error. And if you still want some help, technology is there, right? I'm going to go to Chat GPT, and I'm just going to write. So this is Chat GPT. I'm going to write, create a momentum strategy which using EMA, which captures strong bullish momentum. I'll just write this. I'm just gonna write this. Let's see what happens next. So I'm just gonna write this over here, and I'm gonna wait for a couple of seconds. I'm gonna sit back and relax, and I just wrote what I thought. And now it's basically going to give me my entry, my exit criteria. It also gives me my Python code, and it gives me my backtest insights and enhancements, right? So it can directly do all of that for me, and I don't really need to do anything, right? That's how powerful it is, right? If I want to convert this into a Python, convert this into a Pine script code, I'll just tell it, it can convert it into a code that TradingView understands, and I can directly copy paste that code into TradingView, and then done. StrikeX, which is our platform, is already integrated in this. So see what is it trying to think? Now since it has to code, so I need to craft up. So this is what the algo is thinking. It's already telling you that this is what inputs the algo is putting in, and it'll also ensure, I'm not even told the algo, that's how smart it is, that volume filter is also put in, right? So now you can see it's automatically coding every single thing that I want. If I would have asked some developer to make it, it probably would have taken more time, and that's how easy it is. I just have to copy the code, paste it in TradingView, and StrikeX is already integrated, so it'll automatically pick up everything. So even if you don't feel like doing some more clicks, just write it, the code is going to be ready, and that's how powerful it is. That is AI for you. So just to answer your question, this is what you can do if you don't know how to build a strategy. And again, we are going to be here to assist you. So what's the big impact that AI is creating? AI is game changer because it is very fast. It reacts before most traders even know something is happening. It can be scaled, it can monitor multiple markets and strategies at once. So earlier I was only trading one market, but now I'm trading commodities, I'm trading the American markets, I'm trading the Indian markets, because my algos are active at multiple time zones and multiple time frames. So I don't need to bother about it. It is consistent, right? The rules are followed exactly, no exceptions. It's completely emotion free. This transforms trading from being a stressful manual job into a structured, repeatable process with an edge that compounds over time. That's game changer. So when you're using StrikeX, when you're getting into the world of algo trading, you are turning from a retail trader to an institutional profitable trader, where your algos are working on autopilot, whether you're on a vacation, whether you're with your family, whether you're in your office, whether you're doing a job, or whether you're sleeping. Algos will never stop. Now, the nail in the coffin is this statistic, and you can't ignore this, right? More than 70% of all derivative trades that currently in India are algo based, and 61% of all equity option contracts are traded in India, and more than 75% of all equity or derivative volume in America is algorithmic, right? It's algo, run by AI. And now this is what matters. According to SEBI, 97% of profits of foreign portfolio investors and 96% of profits of prop traders came from algo entities. Prop traders earned around 33,000 crores, and FPI is about 28,000 crores gross profits before transaction costs in financial year 24. Most of this coming from algorithmic trading. So you know where the money is going. You know algo means money, right? Jane Street achieved $10.6 billion in net trading revenue in 2023 with margins above 70%. So if you still are not going to be using algos, you are not going to survive in this market. That's the future. So it's the future of AI powered stock trading. So AI trading is, as I said, it's like putting a strategy on autopilot, but smarter. It uses machine learning, data driven rules to scan markets, identify trades, and execute them automatically at lightning fast speed. What's the result? No missed opportunity, no emotional decisions, just consistent, disciplined trading that works even when you're not watching the screen. And why is algo the future? Is algo the future because every single thing is now going to be automated. Non-traders will trade better than professional traders, and non-traders can actually trade at par with professional institutional traders. And only it's for those who are forward looking, who take action, who can see the future, who are action takers. It's not for the faint hearted. Most traders are going to get kicked out of the system because they're still going to do the old way of trading, which is never going to work, right? So this is how the algo works. You give it a strategy, it combines it with artificial intelligence, it automates it and gives you an edge. So how can you create or deploy an algo? So you can either ideate, build your own custom algo strategies, either using ChatGPT or using our builder in our platform. You have over 30 plus pre-built algo strategies within the StrikeX platform that you can use, ready to use, ready-made strategies in a single click. You can build strategies using templates. You can backtest these algos using virtual capital or real capital and then deploy them in the live markets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future of trading. This is where StrikeX is going to let you unleash the power of fully automatic systematic trading to change your trading game forever. Trading is now intelligent. StrikeX welcomes you to the future of stock trading. You can simply test, deploy, execute, build strategies on autopilot, deploy, sit back and relax because it is fully automated entries, automated exits, trade on complete autopilot. You can see your transactions happening in real time while you're doing whatever in your life. 30 plus pre-built strategies in equity, stock futures, stock options, index options. The minimum capital starts from 25,000 rupees, goes up all the way till 4 to 5 lakhs. This is how your trades are going to get executed even before you wake up, right? Option buying, option selling, you've got it all. Your strategy is now on autopilot. You can easily, seamlessly build your strategies using 90 plus indicators, drag and drop. Automatic coding is going to happen. You don't even need to know at lightning fast speed. Backtest your strategies. You can even build with AI using ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Claude. Just enter what you are thinking. It's going to create a code. You can directly connect it with the StrikeX, and that's exactly how it's going to backtest in a single click. You will know the win rate, you'll know the statistics. That's how you can take your trading game to the next level. And in one click, you can deploy robots like this, which will automatically buy, scan, analyze, and sell. So you ideate your strategy, build, backtest, deploy with StrikeX. And that is the future of trading. You get AI trading strategies inbuilt, built for performance, backed by analytics. You also get to backtest, so paper trade, forward testing, builder with AI builder, with drag and drop builder, and you've also got pre-made algo strategies. All of this at lightning fast trade execution. So mind you, our platform executes things at 20 milliseconds. So when I'm blinking my eye, it's 1 second. Your order is getting punched in 20 millisecond, which is 1/5 of this. And then you get high performing algo pre-built ready-made strategies. So if you don't want to ideate, you don't want to build stuff, you already built 30 plus world-class market beating strategies that are going to constantly make trades and deploy those algo trading robots in the market while you can relax, right? These are the current top 5 live strategies that are live in the market. I've already shown it to you in the dashboard. Majority of them are making an annualized of about 48%. Some ones are making 44, some are 62 at 57. Average monthly return ranges from 3% a month to 8-9% depending on the risk of the strategy, and with slight small margins. For example, this strategy in about 1,50,000 rupees of capital has already made 32,000 in 2 months, right, with 100% win rate because it's an option selling strategy. This is the call credit spread strategy. So you can see this. It sells options. Now you don't even need to know what it does, but what it does is it creates a very good high win probability system. It's averaging about 3.5 or 8% return a month, and annualized it is somewhere near 44%, right? Then you have option buying strategies. So the algo has bought something at 90 rupees, selling it at 190 rupees in a matter of a single day. That's something not everyone can do. The win rate of this strategy is about 60% with an average monthly return of about 4%. Then you've got some future strategies over here. Then you've got short future strategies. Look at this, right? This is given about a 5% return and a 62% analyzed return. Then you've got our short algo trading bots, which have already made 93,000, which I showed you, and with a win rate of over 70%, and the best month was 45,000 rupees. Then these are option selling strategies, which are currently live in the market. So we've got those as well. Win rate ranges from 60 to 9, 65, 70% to 90%. and they also do the same job, and they're going to do everything on autopilot. Then we have equity related strategies also, which are basically algos running in the equity markets, and the average monthly return starts from 4-5%, goes up to 10% depending on the risk of the strategy, right? So that's basically how it's going to take an entry. So even if you have a small capital size, you can, again, deploy this. And all of this, you get access to all of this at a special price of 1,999 per month, or 23,999 annually, where you get 4 live algo deployments at any given point of time. You can run 4 trading bots at a single point of time, concurrently, consecutively. You get a custom no code strategy builder. You get 30 plus premium pre-built algo trading strategies, which I currently use. You get 8 plus ready-made non-directional algos. You get 90 plus custom indicators. You get trading view and charting integration. You get algo trading advanced course, and it enables you to do fully automated trading. And this is only valid for the first 100 bookings that we have, because we only have 500 slots remaining for this entire year. And once they are sold out, we will close the entries, because we are giving you access to a world class, futuristic, next generation platform where you can trade better than a professional institutional trader at a fraction of a cost. This is technology at its best. Now, what exactly is included in this entire membership program? You get the ability to backtest any strategy for 7 years. So you can see 7 years backtested data, minute by minute, second by second, year by year, week by week. You can virtually deploy your funds if you're not ready for live fund deployment. So if you want to see how
80%
this algo is
battery
performing, you
charged.
can deploy your virtual funds. It'll automatically take trades, but in a virtual account, so that you can see how much money you're making, how much returns you're making. You can also deploy this on fully automatic mode, where your demat account gets connected and all the trades are fired instantaneously. You can also do forward testing. You can build your own strategies, as I discussed before, and you can also utilize our pre-built algo strategies. We have 10 plus SEBI registered research analysts who are constantly optimizing and scanning with human plus artificial intelligence, so that each and every strategy is always optimized, because things are changing fast. We are also going to be launching new strategies that you're going to get absolutely for free with this membership until your validity lasts. You've also got a backtest terminal where you can select any strategy, look at the backtest statistics, and see if the strategy works for you. You also get an algo trading course with over 30 plus hours of content, and you also get equity portfolios. So for people who are investors, you get ready-made equity portfolios which are running automated, on an automatic manner. You don't really need to do anything. All the buying, selling, all is done on autopilot. You just need to sit back and relax, and our team of technology, our AI bots, will do the rest. And you're going to get the upcoming strategies like Range Master and Gamma Blast also included. For those of you who are asking, EMI options are available. Stockwiz and Strike team, please send the no cost EMI options. You can choose a credit card and apply for the same. Now I'm going to show you the backtest terminal first, because a lot of people are asking me for it. So I'm just going to go to the backtest terminal. That's the backtest terminal that you get. Now I can just basically go here. Let's say I go to option algos and I want to look at the bank nifty short straddle. This is a strategy. Let's say I go to a strategy with the minimum investment of 1,50,000. I want to see the result of the last 1.5 years. So I set this up. Now I can see the win rate is 75%, and it has made about 1,09,000 rupees on a capital of 1,50,000, which is almost 80% return in the last 1.5 years. So almost an average monthly return of about 4%. This is a low risk strategy. So and you can see in 2025, apart from the month of August, it has made money every single month. In 2024 also, it made the money 9 out of 12 months. Very consistent strategy. Now let's say if I want to look at another strategy called a short straddle. So let's say 2 lakh rupee investment, I go to a short straddle. This has a 60% win rate, average monthly return of 3.5%, and it has also made consistent money. There are 2 months in which it lost money, but the losses were still much smaller than what I thought. Then we have got a Sensex rolling straddle. I'll pick it up. This is a 60% win rate every single month, green in the year 2025. In 2024 also, all green months. So a very, very powerful strategy that completely runs on autopilot. If I want to look for, let's say, some high risk strategies, let's say I go to a nifty strategy. This strategy, for has given me this amount of return, and that's also been consistent in the last year or so. Although when the markets were volatile, it had done decently well. Let's say if I want to open up some futures algos, so let's say I want to go and see the stock futures algorithm. This is what I can see with the stock futures algorithm, and this exactly is what's happening, right? And again, this is consistent stuff. So let's say if I want to look at a stock options algo, I can even look for a stock options algo over here. So I'm just going to open up, let's say, trend at a stock options, and I see this over here. So with about a 38% win rate, so the win rate seems low, but the risk reward is 1:7, right? So in 2025, it has probably given only two losing months, but 90,000 rupee winner, 65,000 rupee winner, only with a capital requirement of 60,000 rupees. So that's how powerful it is. In 2024, also you see big month in May, big month in November, small losses in January, June, September, right? Because again, you can't really eliminate all losses in the market, but what you can do is be profitable majority of the times, right? You can also, look at, several different parameters. So let's say if I want to see what has this strategy done from this period to this period, I can see this strategy has basically made me money in January, in April. May was flattish, but in June also it made decent money. So overall, this algo is also something that's confirming with what I want to achieve. You can also look at equity algos. What exactly is the equity algos doing with a 48% win rate, again with a just a capital requirement of 25,000 rupees. The strategy is able to generate 20,000 rupees in the last 1.5 year, almost 70-75%, right? Industry beating returns for these algos, and these algos are constantly optimized. So that's the backtest portal, so you can directly see which algos are perfectly suitable for you, which ones are working well, and you can then look at all the statistics and parameters that will basically help you to take a trading decision. And most importantly, you're going to get a relationship manager who's going to understand your requirements, your capital, your risk appetite, and then they will suggest which algos are going to be best suitable for you. For those of you asking, I'm unable to do a no cost EMI, I'm just going to help you out over here. All you need to do is once you click on the payment link, this is what you will see. Now just click on EMI, and over here click on credit card. So you will see all the no cost EMIs available over here. So let's say if I want to do a Kotak no cost EMI, I can select, let's say I want to do a 24-month EMI. So it's only going to be charging me 1,000 rupees. And since it's no cost EMI, the interest is already taken care of, right? So the total interest it's going to show you, but it's already prepaid, no other charges. So you can opt for this. Let's say if you're using American Express, or as low as 1,000 rupees a month, you can opt for this, right? So that's how you basically opt, but your credit card should be eligible in this particular list, right? So that's how you can basically do it. Now moving on, you can deploy your strategy in the live markets at lightning fast speed. We've got one of the best trading engines in the world, right? Because we are working with partners who are industry leaders in algo trading technology. As I said, you can automatically do directional and non-directional trading strategies as well. You've got this insanely easy to use strategy builder where you can build your own strategies, drag and drop, check your results on your own, build it. A lot of our clients are actually spending a lot of time building and optimizing these algos. As soon as their perfect algo is ready, they deploy that robot in the live market, and then they're relaxing and doing other stuff like their job or their business, right? A lot of people tell me, I want to leave my job for trading. No, that's the shittiest decision that you can take. You can still do your job, still do your business, still do what you're currently doing. Let your algo bots trade in the markets for you. They're going to trade better than you 100%. They're going to make more money than you 100%. They're going to not make any emotional decision 100%, and they will abide by all the rules. So it's, if you are a risk taker, it's a pretty safe bet, because you've already defined your rules, your logic, your risk, every single thing is defined. This is the future, right? You can also use our strategy terminal to make winning moves in the market. What segment, which instrument, how do you want to structure your strategy? It's completely flexible, right? You can, as I already showed you, right, you can create your own custom entry signals, your exit signals. When do you want to enter, when do you want to exit, all of that stuff. A lot of people are messaging me, okay, so if your name has come up, that means your payment is confirmed and you have blocked your seat amongst the 100 seats that we had. If by chance your name has not come up in the chat yet, maybe the payment is processing, or it's yet to be confirmed, and the team is going to put in the names on a first come first serve basis. So just in case if your name is not come up in the next 5-10 minutes, the team might be processing, and there might be people before you who have already paid and registered for this. So do not worry, you will get an email confirmation. If you've got an email confirmation from Razorpay, that means your slot is confirmed. You can even set up your transaction targets, your daily targets. You can back test, as I said, for over 7 years of data. You can analyze how your strategy performs in various market conditions. You can identify drawdowns, win rates, profitability before going live. And as I said, you can do automatic trading, paper trading. You can execute trade in real time with even virtual capital. So you don't want to risk your capital, but you want to see how the algo is performing. So you can even do that. You can fine tune your strategies before committing actual fund. This is for people who are building their own strategies. If you are taking a pre-made, ready-made algo, you are just ready to go live tomorrow itself, right? You can build, test, and deploy your algos like a pro. You can simulate your trades live with zero capital risk, deploy fully automated strategies. Like, it's completely automated. I also told you about the backtest terminal. You can pick your strategy, set your dates, run backtest, view reports, just to see before you kind of apply your funds. There are two powerful ways in which you can create your own strategy. So StrikeX is a platform which enables non-traders and traders to be at the same page and to be at the same level as institutional traders. So you can use our pre-built algos, which are insane. They are optimized every single day by a team of analysts, and no doubt they are one of the best algos in the country. And you can also, so as I said, right, there are multiple ways in which people trade. We have created algos for all those styles of trading. So we've got a pre-built algo for the order block strategy. We've got a pre-built algo for the breakout strategy, and it's not just randomly working. There are multiple parameters set, and there are multiple ways in which we are executing those trades so that it gives you the alpha that you deserve. For momentum strategies, for option selling strategies, as I said, you can build using ChatGPT. You can deploy, that custom code. StrikeX gets integrated, so automatically everything can happen. You can build using indicators. You can build using price action. You can build using time. You can build using option Greeks. For those of you who are experienced traders, it's a no-code platform. Just drag and drop, simple, and you are done. Right? That's how powerful it is. That's how life changing it is, because now your trading is going to be much more smarter and intelligent, right? You can combine multiple conditions, and as I said, if you are not willing to do all of that stuff, you want to use our ready-made strategies, you can just deploy the algos in a single click, and from tomorrow your algo trading robots are live. This is crazy, right? This is something that people do not have access to. A lot of people miss out on so many things, but AI, especially in trading and investing, is not something to miss out on, because this can truly create massive wealth, right? AI powered fine script, as I also mentioned, for those of you who are professional traders or who are into tech, you can directly build it and do it. Idea to strategy to execution, every single thing is going to be taken care by StrikeX. We also have Algo Folios, India's first company to provide Algo portfolios, which are pre-built portfolios of smart algos. So it's ready to use. You come, you connect your DMAT, click on start, get started, right? It is designed to adapt in any market condition, eliminates emotions, trade systematically. You can at the moment connect Dhan, which is our partner, which is the fastest algo trading broker for executions. Not all brokers are designed for algo trades, because algo trades are fast. They need to go to the exchange fast. So once you sign up, once you get onboarded, our relationship managers will get all your account creation and everything done. So you need not to worry. Now, how do algo folios work? We will basically create a portfolio of algos which will work in all three conditions. If the markets are bullish, one algo is going to get triggered. If the markets are neutral, the other algo is going to get triggered. And if the markets are bearish, the other algo is going to get triggered. That means when the markets are sideways, one algo is making money for you, it's getting activated. When the markets are bullish, the bullish algo gets activated. When the markets are bearish, the bearish algo gets activated, right? That's so powerful. So even I've seen a lot of people say, markets fallen today, my portfolio is down. So what? I mean, your algos could make money for you. Your algos could give you good trading opportunities. So that's the future, right? No matter what the market does, your algos will give you the ability to outperform the markets. And that truly is only for people who are forward thinking, who are forward lookers, who are action takers. It's not for people who are just going to be normal. If you want to be above normal, if you want to stand out from the rest, that's what you do. And we also have equity algos, right? For people who are investors, that who do not want to get indulged in FNO. We have equity algos for the next generation of investors. So we have launched a few algos 5 or 6 months back, and some the returns are already showcased, right? Stockwiz global equity fund model is already up 20% in the last 5 months when the index is down 4%, right? HNI wealth factor model 6 months 16% returns, so on an annualized basis somewhere near 32-33% returns. Strategy alpha model, the minimum investments for equity algos could start from as low as 1500 rupees and go all the way up to any amount. So there is no upper limit or the upper cap, right? So you've got all of these algo strategies. These are our four main category of algos: trend rider, momentum surge. So trend rider is for both equity and derivatives, momentum surge is for option buying, decay minor is for option selling, and breakout blitz it's for index futures. So some are bullish, some are bearish, some are neutral. So you can look at the XIRR of some are making 10% a month, some are making 5%, some are making 4%, right? So trend rider is basically it kind of captures the trend, right? And this is what it does. Momentum surge captures this momentum by trading algos. You can easily see it in the strategy schema. You can also see the breakout algo, which will automatically scan, identify, take the breakout trade, right? Decay minor is again when the markets are in a range, it will constantly buy sell so that you make money. It basically sells options, takes advantage of time decay so that you can trade like a professional trader without you having to know the strategy, without you having to press a single button, without you having to monitor your trade. You can do what you do, let the algos do what they do, right? And then you have bullish bearish combo strategies, multiple indices. So again, these are just a list of strategies that we have multiple combinations. So one will work in the bullish market, one will work in the bearish market, and under a lakh you will have a lot of opportunities, right? For futures or options, for option selling, which are non-directional strategies, right? Decay minor is thing. These are what index futures trades look like, right? So just compare the winners with the losers. Obviously, you will not have all trades which are winning. More than 60-70% of your trades should be profitable. That's the basic goal over here. And the winners, the size of the winners should be big, and the size of the loser should be small. That's what's happening in index futures over here. Similarly, you can see stock futures. And the best part of the algo is it can take a trade as early as 9:15 a.m. and it can exit a trade as late as 3:29 p.m. That's algos for you, right? They don't sleep, they're not emotional. They will just follow what is being told to them, right? Similarly, things happen in index options, and all of these are per lot returns. So that means for one single lot, this is what it is able to achieve. If you have multiple lots, the numbers are going to be much bigger, right? And then these are stock options, which usually require 25 to 30,000 rupees of capital. And that is what the algos have been able to achieve even with stock options. This is the regular pricing, and once these 100 sheets are sold out, the pricing is going to be 40,000 a year, and it's still very cheap and affordable because the value that you're getting, and it's an enabler of wealth creation. So it gives you the ability to completely remove emotions, completely be disciplined and trade systematically with a click of a button. This technology is disruptive, it's fire, it's just something that you cannot miss out on, right? So that's the regular pricing. But since you're attending our webinar, you've learned everything, you are one of the most intelligent people out there looking to upgrade yourself, you've got a steal deal, 1,999 a month or 23,999 yearly, inclusive of all taxes and everything, and you've got no cost EMI options. So it's literally very seamless for you to get started, because once an opportunity goes away, it's really hard for you to play catch up. Now there are so many questions that are there in my chat box which I wasn't able to answer, so I'm going to take them one by one. So first of all, does it completely work automatically? Do I not need to do anything? Yes, absolutely. You do not need to do anything. Every single thing, entry, exit, everything is going to be done automatically by the algo. We just need to set up your account once, so your onboarding is going to happen. If your name has already come up, that means you've already enrolled. You will be assigned a relationship manager. That relationship manager is going to guide you with every single thing. You will get your do it yourself tutorials. Once your account is set up, you don't need to do anything. You just need to validate your broker login token every day. That means there's like one OTP that you have to, kind of put in. Just it's a SEBI requirement to give the algos the permission to trade on your behalf. Since financial securities are involved, you need to give an OTP, right? That's the only thing that you need to do, and you can do it on your phone. You can do it from anywhere, right? The minimum capital starts from 25,000 for equity algos, and then usually the sweet spot is 2 lakh rupees of capital. If you have 1.5 lakh, 2 lakh rupees of capital, you can probably deploy a lot of algos and work out this way, like some equity, some options, some futures. So that works. I have no idea about algo or trading. Is it for me? That's exactly why technology is built. Technology is an enabler for everybody, right? You don't really need to study trading investing for 10 years for you to be able to do it. Even a financial analyst is not going to be able to do it this fast, this quick, this efficient, this disciplined, the way algos are able to do. So this is a technology up for adoption, and people who are going to be early adopters are definitely going to take advantage of that. It is completely beginner friendly, as I mentioned, right? Everything is going to be handheld, and we also have a course, right? We are going to teach you from the absolute scratch every single thing that you have to know about trading. So if you are inclined towards learning, you will still learn as well, and then you can build your own strategies, keep experimenting, and then just build a trading bot, leave it in the market, and then you do what you want to do, right? Option selling is covered, absolutely. um, Equity investing algos I already mentioned. We have model portfolios also, and then we have equity algos also. We have both, right? So model portfolios will be like a portfolio of 10 15 stocks with xyz amount of investment required, and then every month that portfolio will automatically get churned. And then we have equity specific algos where it will take 1 or 2 trades with your capital, and every week it will just change the stock, right? So what is the return expectation? So see, the return expectation, first of all, returns are not guaranteed, right? This is not a fixed deposit, right? This returns are basically based on how the market moves, right? So some strategies in the live returns, as I showed you, right, they've been giving 6 7% a month, which is almost 70% a year, right? And there are some strategies which have given even 10% a month, but doesn't mean it'll give 10% every single month. So for low risk strategies, 3% to 5% a month is a good number that can be achieved. And for high risk strategies, 8 to 10% a month is a good number that that can be achieved, right? So that's how low risk high risk strategies work based on the risk appetite that you have chosen. It's basically going to work like that. Yes, we are SEBI registered, and we are also BSE enlisted. INH 00001392 is our SEBI registered license number. Yes, you can paper trade, you can virtually deploy funds, no need to have actual capital. Since it's a yearly plan, you can, for a couple of months, you can first test it with virtual capital. When you're satisfied, then move with real capital. And if you're already a trader, and if you don't mind the risk, you can directly start live from tomorrow or day after. Will algos take trades every day? No, algos are not going to take trades every day. Algos work on, they are not humans, right? And humans have this ability to just come and gamble in the markets. Algos are sophisticated professionals. Just understand it that way. They're only going to take trades when the conditions are met, when the market supports them, when they can have a high probability trade. So algos are not going to take trades every single day. They're going to take trades when there is a high probability of winning, right? That's how it differentiates it. Can I manually exit a trade that the algo has taken? You can do it, but I would not recommend you to do it, because if we are intervening in the process of algo, what's the entire point of us setting up an fully automated algorithmic system? If you want, you can do it, right? But and the algo will basically stop for the day, and then next day it will resume. But I would recommend you to not do it and let the algo do what it wants to, and that's the only way you will be able to figure out whether it's making money for you or not, right? With ChatGPT, I've already told you how you can build your own strategy. If you want to, you can do your research. I will give you, so the chatbot that we have made, the full version of that is also included in the program, and a limited version of that will be given to all webinar participants. Absolutely, yes. That's basically how it works. Perfect. So can you also show? Okay, okay, got it. So I'm going to show you what's included, right? That's so you can also use the scanner to pay, and you can send a screenshot if you want to, like if you've paid via UPI or something, you can send a screenshot over here just for confirmation. But it's completely fine even if you've paid and if you've received a confirmation and if your name is here, you don't need a message. um, I'm just going to show you what is included, just for people who are asking. That's basically what's included for you, right? So you've got the back testing platform, back testing terminal. You can paper trade, live trade, forward test. You can build your own strategies. You can use the 30 plus pre-built algo strategies that we have. You get the back test terminal, you get the algo trading course, you get pre-built equity portfolios, you get access to upcoming algo strategies, you get access to 90 plus indicators, you get access to 500 plus individual parameters, and you get you get 4 live robo algos deployment every month. If you want to increase it to 6, 7, 8, or 10, you can email us. We'll tell you how to get that done, right? There's a small 200 rupee charge per algo, because that's an exchange registration charge that we have to pay. So it's basically like a minuscule amount. So that's all what's included. And as I said, right now, the special pricing offer is only going to be valid for the first 100 seats. Stockwiz team, please update how many seats are left so that everyone knows. And just in case if you are having any issues with your payment, or if you would like to still reserve your seat, you can pay 999 or a pre-booking amount, and you can reserve your spot, and your relationship managers will get in touch with you tomorrow to complete the remaining balance of payment. If you want to wait for maybe another day, the slots will not be guaranteed in terms of pre-booking. If the slots are sold out, 999 will come back to you, right? So that's how basically it works. So yeah, so that's basically everything that you need to know. As I said, 30 plus pre-built algos exist. I'll show you the platform as well. So I'm gonna go for people who are asking how to access no cost EMI. Once again, I'll tell you, when you enter your details in the payment link, you will basically get EMI over here. It will initially show you the full amount. Let it show the full amount. When you click on credit card, ICICI Bank, let's say I want to do a 12-month EMI, I can just click on continue. So now it'll show me that the EMI is this, interest is rupees 0, tenure is 12 months. I can add my card number, my details, and then I can continue. And then it will only debit 2,000 rupees every month, right? So that's basically how it works. Now this is our homepage or strategy page. You can also visit our website. If I go if I go over here, you will see the about us section, and you can see this is the office space that we have. It mentions who we are, what we are trying to do, our entire team, our partners, every single thing is mentioned. So you can also see our careers page, how our team works, all of that stuff. So again, what we are trying to give everybody is a piece of the next generation of a revolution that happens. And congratulations to all of you who've been a part of this, who have already signed up. I'm super excited for your next leg of fully automated journey. And we are also getting commodities and crypto into this in the near future. Now, right now it's not decided, but if you are already a member, you will get all of that also, if it comes under your validity, right? If your plan still exists, you can use it on web, you can use it on mobile. As I said, completely fully automated, no manual intervention needed. um, and yes, you can stop an algo or pause an algo whenever you want to, right? It's completely up to you. You will get entire terminal the way you want to do it. You can easily do it. And as I said, you can build your own algos, use our pre-existing ones, use chat gpt, right? Use your creativity and create very good algos, and you can deploy that. If you need some assistance in building a custom algo, our team is there. You can drop us an email on help@stockwiz.in. They will give you a strategy form which you will have to fill. And once you fill that, then the team will tell you how, and how how are things done, and how in how much time can it be done for you, right? So all of that is also visible. So I think very very few slots are now left, and it was crazy hosting this webinar to you. And I can see so many messages saying mind is fully blown, because all of this was also happening. People didn't even know. See, I'll tell you, a lot of people were just trying to do the old school thing, trying strategies here and there, revenge trading, losing and burning their money. Give technology one chance. It'll prove it to you that it trades, invests better than you, right? And you should do what is your trade, which is your job, your business, your education, right? Do what you do the best. Let the professional do what they do the best, because that's truly a winning scenario, right? So that's it from my side. Thank you so much for being a part of this. The webinar is still going to be on for the next 10 minutes. The team is going to be around, so if you have any questions, doubts, you want to confirm your payment, you can do all of that over here. The team is going to be active for the next 10 to 15 minutes, and you will get your confirmation messages. So now I'll tell you the way forward. Once you've made the payment, you will receive a payment confirmation from Razorpay. Then you will receive an email confirmation from us, a WhatsApp confirmation, probably 30 minutes after you've registered. And then you're going to get a link where your onboarding instructions will be given. So there's going to be a 20-minute video where I am explaining you how to get your things activated, how to get started. It's going to be mandatory for you to open a demat account for the algos, just for faster executions. Otherwise, using older brokers, it's just too slow. They don't even get integrated. So the team is going to basically give you a heads up, and they will end to end, they will do your entire account setup process, right? So you don't need to worry about that. And yeah, the team is going to take care of everything. And if you still have any questions, you can drop us an email on help@stockwiz.in. And these are our helpline numbers. You can just drop a WhatsApp on this number if you have any issue or any problems, right? So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. The team is now going to take over, and I will see you in the markets. And I'm really looking forward to see the smile on your face when you see your algos do really well. Thank you so much. Take care, and bye-bye.
इसकी धोई है बर्तन, देखिए कैसा धोई है, साफ तो धोई है। बच्चा मेरा बर्तन धो रही है, हम क्या इधर से काम कपड़ा धो रहे थे। देखिए साफ तो धोई है। आज पहली बार जिंदगी में पहली बार बर्तन धोई है, जल्दी बर्तन धोती नहीं है। जरा हमारा कभी कभार धो ली, लेकिन आज बहुत बर्तन धोई है। पहले आज मेरा नहाई खाई रहता है ना, आज तो जरा ज्यादा बर्तन हम धोवाते हैं। सब कुछ छुरी चक्कू हथुआ बर्तन चक्की, अरे कितनी बड़ी देखी साफ से धोई है, इसकी नहीं धोई है। हाँ ठीक, ठीक है देख लीजिए, आ जाइए।
इसमें टमाटर का पानी डाल दीजिए।